And we're live. Greetings, friends, and a Merry Christmas to all of you. I hope you had a good Christmas day and Christmas weekend. Appreciate you being here. I'm wearing my Halloween shirt because it's Christmas. Don't really have a Christmas themed t-shirt. Today we're just following John in the snow for a couple hours. It's lonely up north. It seemed very Christmassy. I wanted to see snow. Leroy, greetings, friend. Merry Christmas. Top Hat Football Club. Hello, friend. Hello to you as well. Glad you're here. And John is wearing the Ram shotgun coat, the warmest coat in Red Dead Redemption 2. It's a trapper coat. It's two Rams, three-star Rams, and something else. Maybe an oxen pelt, oxen or bison. Cannot recall right now, but it's not important. I had an interesting realization about Christmas, and all the emotions and expectations surrounding it. I think as we as adults remember our Christmas childhoods, hopefully fondly, as a time of just time off from school and Christmas specials on TV and presents and lights and family and just happy family memories. In theory, I hope you had a good Christmas. Kulivo, Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas to you, friend. I really appreciate you being here. And so we carry those memories, hopefully happy memories, into adulthood, and we are inevitably disappointed because our Christmases as adults do not reflect the Christmases we experienced as in childhood. And I believe I have come to the realization that as a child, your role during Christmas time is to receive joy. But as an adult, it's flipped, and your role during Christmas time is to give joy, to give kindness and fellowship and good cheer. And that might be, it doesn't mean you have to go volunteer at a soup kitchen or donate money. It could be as simple as a simple kindness to a stranger, smiling at someone or letting someone go first, even if they don't appreciate it. I think if everyone did that, everyone was kind to everyone else, there would definitely be a positive accumulation of goodwill all over the world. And that might be idealistic. I know it's idealistic. And also, I think parents come to this realization a lot faster when they have children, and they realize their role now is to give the presents, not to receive the presents. However, I just came to that realization this Christmas, and I guess better late than never. And there isn't much I can do, but I can host these live streams, these simple live streams, and bring you all together, and we can hang out. And hopefully I can entertain you, or at least occupy your time for a bit, distract you from your day-to-day problems, and you leave the stream, a little bit happier and feeling better about yourself. Anyways, that's my gift to you this Christmas day, this Christmas night. Leroy says, I love making my John start at Beecher's Hope and then traveling to Lake Isabella. His two stops are Strawberry and Valentine. I don't know, it's just fun. Yeah, we're riding around with Buell in the snow. And Leroy continues, I'm pretty happy because my aunt and uncle are coming over tomorrow. They were supposed to make it today, but their flight was delayed as they're arriving tomorrow. I made some Christmas treats for them. What kind of Christmas treats, Leroy? We're always very interested in cooking and food on this live stream. Don't ask why. Zoidie Pepper says, "Hi, Super Antonio. How's your Christmas been?" It has been excellent, Zoidie. How's yours? And Pronghorn, greetings, friend. I like your username. Says, "Hello there. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas to you, friend. Appreciate you being here." Leroy says, "Calypso and Junebug had their morning walk before presents, but when it was present time, they absolutely ripped into them. I'd say they were extremely excited that they used it all at once." Zoidie Pepper says, "Hi, Pronghorn. Merry Christmas." Zoidie, thank you for participating in the chat and making friends. The chat appreciates it, and I appreciate it. What did I do? I doled out the presents. I didn't overwhelm her. I would give her presents all day long. I even gave her a present before the stream to keep her occupied. I like it that way, just because it gives her time to enjoy each present and then lose interest in it and move on to the next shiny thing. I could swear that we did Tucker's Friend, this encounter with Arthur, and it respawned for some reason. But we get to do it again. We need the content. Zoidie says, "Glad you're having a good day. Mine's been great. I got Red Dead 1, so I'm happy to play again. I was on it before, waiting for the Super Antonio live stream. You should be on it right now.
I'm looking for my friend.
Just play while
we was in the cabin,
you watch
and he went out
and
to
or
get
listen."
firewood, but he got lost in a storm. I'm getting real worried, mister. I've searched everywhere. Would you help me look for him?
All right, I guess so.
Tucker's friend is worried, but
You're a good
he
man.
shall be
Bless you.
meeting Tucker.
I'm gonna keep looking around the
He
cabin.
shall be joining Tucker
That's where I last saw him.
very
If
soon.
you could search the wider
No
perimeter,
pun
I'd really
intended.
appreciate it.
Leroy says, "Brownies,
Tucker!
Christmas-themed sugar cookies,
Tucker!
shaped
Shout if
Jell-O,
you can hear me!
and some macadamia cookies with icing that made Santa's face as a decoration. That sounds absolutely delicious and a lot of work." You are to be commended, Leroy. A man with no name, great username, says, "Merry Christmas, everyone, and a Merry Christmas to you, friend." We are going to be doing the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly for movie night. Speaking of a man with no name, it's going to be a little complicated because we cannot live stream the movie and there's no free source. Here's Tucker's Friend. So I'm going to have to watch my copy, and you're going to have to watch your copy. But it'll be fun. Jamie Hexam, greetings, friend. I know that name. Welcome. We don't have Bodicea in this live stream. It's great to see you here. I don't believe you have been to a live stream before, so welcome. We are, Marston Mondays is now live. On Mondays, we Marston, and Free Roam Fridays is also live. On Saturdays, we have a movie night, and on Sundays, we just kind of hang out and have nice conversations about various subjects, usually involving food. All live streams for the time being are at 7 p.m. PST from Friday to Monday. So glad you're here, friend. Mr. Matty says, "Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well. Really appreciate you being here." Leroy says, "It was a challenge. I'm pretty proud of myself, but I just love baking. It's been a hobby of mine since I was 12. I don't bake. I don't cook. I appreciate. I love bread. I love bread perhaps a bit too much." Zoidie Pepper says, "What time is it where you live, Super Antonio?" It's 3:08 a.m. In Saint Denis, it is 7:08 p.m. I believe you are in the UK, Zoidie Pepper, and you are up late. Shout out to the UK. We did a Christmas stream this morning, Christmas coffee stream. It was super quiet and I have to admit, not very well, not really well participated, but that's okay. I still enjoyed it. I was happy to be there
Hey,
for you
so,
guys. Pronghorn
find
says it's
anything?
10:09 p.m. For me, I'm in the Eastern time zone. Yes, Pronghorn is in Annisburg.
Yeah. He's up
But I
in the
do
hills
not think he
ways over a
works
rock.
for Leviticus
Listen,
Cornwall.
You might not want to see him.
Oh, Tucker? Oh, God.
Darson Subba says, hi. Greetings, friend. Merry Christmas. Appreciate you dropping in. Got my green tea and my ice water. We're ready. Tucker has to go and investigate. And note, we have explosive rounds in the Carcano. No reason. We just thought we might need explosive rounds. Zoidi says, yes, that's right. I'm from the UK. I can't sleep as usual. I don't mind watching your channel. It's the best out there. Really appreciate you saying that, friend. And I really appreciate you being here. I don't think we can kill Tucker's friend, but we do get a red dot. And I hate the limited range of vision that the scope gives us. Where's that bear? There he is. So we just start shooting at the bear, explosive rounds, and it does basically nothing to him. We're hitting all the vital spots. We also lost a bit of armor now to get out of the bear's way because it's so hard to aim that thing when they're charging. So let's shoot him with... Let's warm him up. This bear looks cold. There, that's better. See? Now he's toasty warm. I had a little time this morning, so I went through my chapter 1 files and cut out all the cut scenes. And I believe we got, I think there's like 48 minutes of cutscenes in chapter 1. The Weekend, shout out to channel member, The Weekend. Greetings, friend. Appreciate you being here. Merry Christmas. I believe this is your first live stream, so welcome. Top Hat Football Club is laughing. That bear is only sleeping, and he's nice and toasty warm. Zoidi says, are you always doing live streams from now, or will you do some like you used to? I don't mind. They're just wondering. And how's Sadie today? Sadie is asleep under the desk. She is right down here, and I don't want to bother her. She had a long day, busy day, and she's happy. The Weekend says it's actually my second. Well, I appreciate you being here, friend. Welcome. I've been trying to list videos earlier for channel members, just so you know. So you get those anywhere from an hour to 4 hours earlier, usually without the thumbnail. But they're up there if you want to get a preview. Leroy says, is that Buell? Surprised he didn't buck you. My Buell would have spooked at a log and ditched me. Yeah, this Buell's level 4. I brought him out because I thought he'd look good in the snow. Silas Soul says, going to roast some Marston mellows on that fire you started. Yes, indeed, that would have been good. But we are in the snow, so
Easy now.
that bear was cold. Silas, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Merry Christmas. And happy Monday. On Mondays, we Marston. Zoidi asks, what did you get Sadie for Christmas?
Jump, boy.
A squeaky toy.
That'll fill a hole.
That's like latex. It's a teething toy for toddlers. Human toys, ironically, are cheaper than dog toys. So I got her one of those and a couple tennis balls and an antler horn to chew on. And what else? um, some yak butter to chew on. I had some tri-tip that I gave her, also some ham and hot dogs, chopped up hot dogs, and a gingerbread man cookie. I gave her a lot of stuff. Zoidy says, got my dog couple toys and some treats. Silas says, Merry Christmas on this Merry Marston Monday. Yes, a very Merry Marston Christmas to all of you. Pronghorn says, one of my favorite horses for John is the white roan Nakota. You find pulling a wagon with arrows stuck in her. I cut her free, give her a treat and saddle her up. She's my favorite. Pronghorn likes the underdogs, and also he is in the horse rescue business. I will rescue that horse, but I just donate her to the stables. I figure the stables will give her a good home. Harandro, just Harandro. Greetings, friend. He says, howdy, Merry Christmas to you all, and Merry Christmas to you as well. Appreciate you being here. Leroy says, odd, my Buell is level 4, and since he was level 1, I tried desensitizing him to spooky situations. It never worked. I don't know what to say. Maybe John's just lucky this live stream, and maybe Buell is just showing off. That coat does shine in the snow, though. Zoidy asks, what's your favorite food and drink, Superantonio? I'm not sure. I used to be addicted to Diet Coke, but I can't even remember the last time I've had a Diet Coke. Coffee, I love coffee. I love green tea. I probably would say coffee. In food, I like all kinds of foods. Pizza, Japanese food, sushi. Yeah, that's what comes to mind immediately. I'm pretty easy to satisfy. I have very simple tastes when it comes to food. I like cheeseburgers, bacon cheeseburgers with barbecue sauce. Leroy says, maybe Buell's holiday spirit made him brave. Yeah, I think that's what happened. And we are going for the Hawk Talon trinket, but I didn't remember which river it was up, but I figured it would just be good content to explore the map in the snow. So what he says, I drink coffee the most too. Drink juice as well. I hate juice. I don't hate juice, but I don't drink juice. It's I don't want the calories. I'd rather eat fruit. It's just too much concentrated sugar for me. If I want concentrated sugar, I'll just have chocolate or ice cream. I do love ice cream. Hate most dairy products, though I do love, I don't drink milk, but I do love cheese and ice cream, so. Leroy says, I like coffee, helps me function in the mornings. Yeah, I need coffee. Coffee to me is a brain pencil sharpener. Rando says, Buell is a pretty brave horse. He's very good for hunting. It's a shame we only get him later in the game. Yeah, and Arthur can't keep him. He's a great horse for Arthur. And there are some frozen people here. Silas Soul says, Roger, good coffee. Pronghorn says, coffee, sweet tea, or lemonade for me. I do like lemonade. That doesn't count as juice, though, I suppose. Lemonade in the summer. One time I had watermelon juice, and that was delicious. So I don't hate juice. Leroy says, odd, Harandro. Maybe mine just hates me. He spooks at squirrels or a deer breaking a twig. And the this map? It's a mystery. What could it mean? It is a Red Dead mystery. We sure picked up a lot of oatcakes.
You ready, boy?
Yeah, for those of you who weren't here last night, I decided that we are going to do a full game cutscene commentary live. So I'm going to edit all the cutscenes into videos and stream those, and we'll just do a commentary over them. And that'll be fun. I worked on chapter 1 to see how doable it is, and there's about, I believe, 48 minutes of cutscenes in chapter 1. So it's going to be fun. Silas says, I love a good coffee with pecan pie. Me too. Now I want pecan pie. And Leroy says, I use the Perlino as an alternative for hunting. Just as pretty and brave. Omob, or Omob, says, healthy ice cream can be made at home. Just blend frozen banana with cocoa or vanilla. That sounds great. That sounds delicious. And it's non-dairy. I'd eat that. Great tip.
Still surprising.
Hirando, just Hirandro, says, Leroy, I'm kind of used to spooky horses. I only ride the Arabians. And Zoidy says, I have to have my first coffee when I first wake up in the morning to help me wake up. You don't like having to do anything till I've had that first one. Same here. We are at Sadie's ranch, and this jewelry technically belongs to Mrs. Adler. Leroy says, interesting, I personally don't like the Arabians because they're the size of ponies, and I'm on PS4, so I can't use mods. Also, yeah, quite spooky.
One more time, boy.
Arabians, I've said before, are a little small for Arthur. But I pay attention to them because casual players love them. They are always good for views on the channel. We got that extra Sadie dialogue this morning really fast. It was like the second conversation. So I threw up a short, which is coming up on, I believe, 2,000 views. Is very good for us. Let me see. Yeah, we're at 1.8. We'll get 2,000 views overnight, and it will continue to skyrocket with any luck. And John is pretty much just riding the edge of the map, where there's nothing but trees and random wildlife. Top Hat Football Club says, I love Arabians because of their speed. Yeah, you can traverse the map pretty darn fast on Arabian. Zoidy says, I hate the way the speaker there head says as well. The Arabians, as well as, like you said, are small. And Zoidy continues, I've tried out all the horses in Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, I believe I have as well. May not have tried out some of the common ones, like the Belgian Draft. Red Z, no, or Red 2, greetings friend, asks, do you play Red Dead Redemption 2 online? And no, I do not. This is strictly an Arthur channel, an Arthur and John channel, story mode. We just kind of fool around and free roam and play with the horses on this channel. Leroy says, I always get nervous when that ominous music plays. It always happens when I'm alone, or when Arthur starts having his coughing fits. You know, Leroy, you can like exit the game and reload and get rid of that music. Onob says, Piebald Tobiano Hungarian half-bred is my favorite. Same here, due to its coat and size. Got mine from bounty hunters in Annisburg. Getting from campsites is too inconsistent. Toasted Toad. Shout out to channel member Toasted Toad. Greetings, friend. Really appreciate you being here. Merry Christmas, Antonio, and all, they say. And a very Merry Christmas to you. Welcome. Welcome, Toasted Toad. I hope you had a great Christmas, and I am very pleased you are spending a little time with the very Merry Marston Monday live stream. Zoe says, sorry, I hate the way they shake their heads about. Yeah, that and the Turkoman have that neck flop. Really hate. First time I saw that, I thought I broke the horse. Toasted Toad, I've started making videos available earlier for channel members, just so you know. Usually without a thumbnail, and usually they'll be up anywhere from 2 hours to a day before I release them into the wild. Generally, because it depends on when I have time to do the thumbnail. And Toasted Toad said, I did. Nice to spend some time with you fine folks. Nice to spend some time with you, Toasted Toad. Zoe D. Pepper says, yeah, I tried them out. I found they did the same too. Okay. We found an interesting mine that I had not encountered before that I'm going to make a video on with Arthur. But it's later in this video. Leroy says, one of my favorite horses might have to be the Belgian Draft. Slow, but heavy and cute. I freed one and named it Pixie. Yeah, that's an ironic name for a Belgian Draft. And she was my favorite horse for a long time before she was shot in the head. Toasted Ted says, very nice, appreciated. You are very nice, Toasted Toad, and I appreciate you. Hirandro says, Arthur is a big fella. The one-legged veteran at Rhodes says he's taller than John. Anthony Foreman said he was bigger. Yeah, well, Arthur has been eating his vegetables and working out. And we made it to Barrel Lagoon. Leroy says, I find it funny because John is on Arthur's model, so they're the same size. John is slightly smaller than Arthur. He's about 2 inches. During the prize pony speech, you can walk them together and you can see the height difference. And John Marston is a shorty. I mean, he's about 10 years younger, but Gordy says, I love the brindle thoroughbred. Mine's called Callus. Mine is called Super Antonio. I thought we were able to sleep on those bunks, but I guess we're not. And it's rather dark, so we might as well sleep a bit and try again tomorrow. Actually, first we're going to look at this grave. Leroy says, I'm aware of Super Antonio, but in the epilogue, they shape him into Arthur's model. Oh, that's interesting. Suppose it makes sense. Note that this corpse only has one leg. Onob says NPC John is shorter, but Epilogue John is just Arthur's model, copy and pasted with John's face. That's sad. But this If that were true, Epilogue John should be able to swim. They copied and pasted his face on, but they did not give him Arthur's abilities. I wonder if he has Arthur's memories. Like a program that's been rewritten, but they occur to him as dreams, like in Westworld. Zoe says there's a horse in The Last of Us called Callus. That's where I got that name from. I love the name Callus. Miko Herptile, greetings, friend. Merry Christmas. And he says, hey there, misters/ma'ams. Zoe Pepper says, I think it also fits the brindle nicely. Miko, so glad you're here. I hope you had a Merry Christmas. Shout out to the Philippines. Yeah, let's sleep till dawn and get some light on the situation.
All right, my boy.
Can you hear Sadie? She's chewing on her antler. The mic's picking it up. I bet if you have headphones on, you can hear her. And she's across the room sitting on the couch. That is where she left the antler. We already have this treasure map, so there's really no reason to be here other than it's in the snow and holiday theme. I had a good Christmas, but I'm glad it's over and I'm ready to get back to work. Zoidie says, what do you do for Boxing Day? As I go to my mom's around 2-ish and she does a buffet for us. Wish I could go, Zoidie. Food, free food, I'd love that. Leroy says, I like sleeping to dawn no matter what time it is in Red Dead Redemption 2. The sky is always so pretty, and I swear I can feel the crisp morning air through the screen. Yeah, I know what you feel. I know exactly how you feel. Ever since that first snowstorm in Chapter 1, it's amazing how immersive this game can be. Especially with headphones. I don't play with headphones. It's way too distracting, but you can hear so much. You know, you can hear bird call. You know, I don't know enough about birds. I'm not a bird watcher or aviarist or whatever they're called, but I'm sure those bird calls are accurate and they mean something. And it's worth a video if we knew more about birds. Zoidie says, shame you live so far. Well, hopefully we can use the trapper technology to transport me to your mom's Boxing Day buffet, because I certainly would love to attend. I don't really have any Boxing Day plans. I'm just going to work. I'm going to work on the on stitching the cutscenes together into a single video. I'm going to do it chapter by chapter. And then, Toasted Toad, if you're still here, we're going to do a full game cutscene live stream commentary. And that's going to be fun. Also, I have the footage for my Undead Nightmare playthrough, so we're going to do an Undead Nightmare live stream commentary. That's going to be next year's Halloween. Omob says, John being described as not being able to swim came from the fact that you can't swim in Red Dead 1. Epilogue, John can swim. And Leroy says, I'm a big bird watcher. I love photographing them because they're always so pretty. In this game or in life? Or both? And Toasted Toad says, I like that idea. Yeah, we're going to make, because we're doing movie nights now. And this, you can stitch the cutscenes into a giant movie. And we have, it's like something I can stream so that we can watch the movie and I can comment at the same time. instead of opening up another screen and you guys watching and just listening to me. I think it's a great idea. I don't even know how it occurred to me. Sometimes I get good ideas. Leroy says both. Okay, so you can identify the bird song in this game. Is it accurate? I'm sure it's accurate. Everything in this game is accurate. Toasted Toad says, can't wait. Well, it's, maybe January, maybe Feb, definitely, you know, I'm working on it now. And, I have all the files from the full game commentary. So, and it's interesting because I wanted to do a commentary on the credits, which are about 30 minutes long. Just talking about, you know, how much I love the game and acknowledging all the people in the credits. Not all of them, but I had a lot to say in my head when I was watching the credits and filming the credits, so it'll be fun to do that. Yeah, this morning, after Sadie's walk, I worked on the Chapter 1 cutscenes, and there's about 38 or 48 minutes of cutscenes in Chapter 1. It was fun to stitch them together. Toasted Toad says, can't wait, when it's done, it's done. Yes, that's true. Leroy says, I don't play with headphones, I play on low volume, so it's hard to hear any bird song, but the little bits I do hear sound quite accurate to real-life birds. Yeah, I mean, if you play with headphones, you can hear wind rustling through the trees. You hear, you know, it's like, and it's stereo. I mean, it's like, you'll hear on one side or the other side, you know, it's like, it's crazy how, sophisticated the audio is in this game if you play it on headphones. It's far too distracting for me. Can't do it. Though I do have a speaker here in here, so I do listen to it in stereo. But out in the air, it's a completely different level of immersion if you use headphones. So I can't recommend it personally. It's too immersive. Also, I don't like headphones. And back to Coulter we go. Yeah, I had a good Christmas. It was fun, but you know, it's good to, for me personally, I want to get back to work. I want to get back to my regular workout routine. I want to get back to my regular diet. Gerando says you can hear whispering voices in the woods near Roanoke Ridge. Yes, I know, that's one mystery I have not explored. Haven't really explored Roanoke Ridge to the fullest. In one sense, I'm saving it, I don't know what for, and in the other sense, that area of the map just creeps me out too much to spend time there. I'm not inspired there, even though I know there's a bunch of mysteries and content there that's worth exploring for the channel. It's just not as fun to me. And also I associate Roanoke Ridge with Chapter 6, which is kinda miserable. Miko says, look at that coat shine in the early morning sun. Yes, that's why we picked Buell. And then, I was looking at old Buell footage. I have I will show you. This is my hard drive of, of the channel. Like all my raw files, my raw game files are on this channel. This is I think a 2 terabyte hard drive. And so I was looking at all my Buell files, and I did all the Horseman challenges with Buell. So I'm releasing them by piece as shorts. Leroy says, one time it was foggy at Lake Isabella and I was hunting the legendary bison. Then I saw a figure standing in the distance, and it was the Arabian. It looked so ominous, and the picture was great. Yeah, I love that Arabian at Lake Isabella. She shines in the snow. Leroy says, Lake Isabella is my go-to place for pictures. The white snow is so elegant. The water, ice, fog, everything is so breathtaking. See, this John can't swim. And Toasted Toad says, I feel the same about Rono. Good place to pass through. Sharktooth and Perlino are the only reasons I go there anymore. Yeah, I'll go there for the channel. But, you know, if I'm just fooling around, I'm not going there. Zoidy asks, did you go back to different camps when you were playing as John? You can hear voices from different members of the gang. Yeah, you can. And Perandro says that white Arabian looks like a ghost, especially in the moonlight. So we picked up the Hawk Talon trinket, and this is the one map reference you get. I did not want to refer to the map, but I figured some of you would complain if, can you hear Sadie's squeaky toy? If I didn't show you the location. And we'll just set up camp so we can teleport off that icy ridge. Leroy says, especially in the foggy distance, the picture was great. Yeah, you can take some great pictures in this game. It's so beautifully composed. Everywhere you turn is a Vistic Scena. And Sadie's saying Merry Christmas. I'm glad she enjoyed those squeaky toys. I read somewhere that squeaky toys sound like animals in distress to dogs. So when they're playing with making something squeak, it's activating hunting instincts in them. And they're just thinking about killing that thing. And Toasted Toad says, Merry Christmas to Super Sadie as well. Can you hear her? That's her. Zoidy says, sounds a bit like a bird tweeting. That's what I first thought. Yeah, it was Sadie tweeting. Now she's back because we're talking about, you want to come up? Want to say hello? Want to say Merry Christmas? Hop, 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 hop. Come on, hop. Hey, come here. Okay, no. She's shy tonight. She's under the desk again, though. Leroy says, I thought so too, Zoidy. Thought he had a parakeet or something in there. Well, in my mind, Sadie talks. I don't think she's as smart as a parakeet. And Gerandro says, yes, she was enjoying herself. Toasted Toad says, Christmas is a private time for SS, Super Sadie. Yes, I believe so. Zoidy Pepper, Sadie tweeting, I love that, say hi to her for me. Yeah, she's quiet now, she's embarrassed. And Toasted Toad says, me too at first. I had an odd thought while I was walking Sadie, because I talked to her. I'll just talk to her about the day, or like the live streams, or I'm rehearsing what I want to talk about at the live streams, or during the live streams. What I say at the start of the video while I'm walking the dog, and I'll just tell her what I want to say. And then I noticed that there are people walking their dogs who are talking, having full-on conversations on the phone. So they're talking to random strangers while they're walking their dogs. And I wonder if those people think that I'm talking on the phone. Which of course I'm not. I'm just sort of like articulating my thoughts. And Sadie's just, you know, exploring and sniffing everything and having a good time and hopefully finding comfort from my voice. And then every now and then I'll talk to her and say, this way, or stop smelling that, or get away from that. We don't like garbage. Stay away. Don't eat that. No, you know, so there's a lot of there's a lot of gentle correction involved in our walks. Leroy says, I went to the shelter today and I saw an adorable little dog. She genuinely looked like Sadie. She was so sweet and her name was Bonnie. I was looking for a dog to foster for the holidays. That's a great idea, Leroy. I hope you brought her home. Zoe says, I always talk to my dog on her walks. If people think I'm strange, let them. They probably think you're just talking on the phone. I've noticed so many people talking on the phone. And we decided to chase this guy and find out where he's going.
Are you in trouble?
And he just rides, like all NPCs, he's just riding on a loop. But we're going to bother him for a bit.
I've changed my mind. All right, back to it.
A Red Dead and this common horse, which is a gold Palomino Morgan, I believe, can run. She gives Biscuit a run for her money. Yeah, you know, it's like my opening thoughts on the live stream, if you weren't here, were just thoughts on Christmas and how people are disappointed in Christmas as adults, and it's just fraught with memories and unfulfilled expectations. And I was trying to juxtapose the Christmas experience as a child versus as an adult. And as a child, your job during Christmas is to receive joy, to enjoy the time off from school and all the presents and the holiday music and the food. And but as an adult, your job is to give joy. And I think parents come to this realization really quickly, but I didn't come to this realization until this year. And that joy can, you know, it's not as, doesn't have to be as complicated as you know, volunteering at a soup kitchen. It can be just little tiny things like, you know, letting someone go first, a simple kindness to a stranger with no expectation of even a thank you in return. I think that's what Christmas is about as a grown-up,
On second thought,
if you don't have kids at least. So anyways, that's what I was thinking about, and that's what I was talking about. Just before we got, you know,
got a real issue, don't
we started this live stream when Sadie was back on
you?
her.
Whatever I damn
We
well
were walking,
please.
and Zoidie says, I used to have a dog called Bonnie when I was a kid, living with my mom. She wasn't very friendly at all. Well, that's too bad. And Leroy says, I talk to my dogs on their walks too. You see that squirrel over there? That's Mr. Chunky the third. He eats peanut butter sandwiches for breakfast instead of healthy breakfasts like y'all. Yeah, Sadie does love her peanut butter. And Leroy says, continues, I actually have a neighborly squirrel named Mr. Chunky the third that raids my neighbor's garbage can for their son's leftover lunch. Peanut butter sandwiches that he doesn't want. Well, he is aptly named.
God damn it!
Zoidie Pepper says, I saw Robin when we were walking to my mother's in-laws. Haven't seen one in years. Special to see it on Christmas Day. Yes, it's a Christmas blessing, I believe. And it's a sign. I don't know what the sign is. But it's a sign for you, Zoidie Pepper.
God damn it!
See, look at that horse go.
chump.
He's just gonna
another
loop
joke.
around.
Come on.
Leroy says, I'm genuinely thinking about fostering Bonnie for the holidays. I think you should. I mean, if you can afford it. She was the one that had been there the longest time, and she'd had puppies. Her puppies had all been adopted already. Yeah, she misses her puppies.
Again. Them will take you. Next time I'll kill you.
Zoidy says, I've heard it can be your granddad. Maybe.
I was only joking again.
Maybe it was a Christmas greeting from your ancestors.
God damn it. Them will take you. Can't believe you fell for that. Again. Please, God, no.
And John wasn't really sure what we would do if we actually caught up with him, but spoiler alert,
Mister.
we're gonna find out.
God damn it.
So what he says, or grandma, for me and my grandma even to say hi. It's been a few years since she passed.
Again.
Yeah, it's up to you to interpret the meaning of that
God damn it.
message.
Relax, mister. God damn it.
I love how the sun reflects off the snow in this game. It's nice and bright. You can make really good videos.
You and me,
However,
boy.
there's nothing to do up here.
It weren't that serious,
Kind of
buddy.
annoying. And John meant
Damn it.
to get some, and to give that to the horse. I did. Okay, good.
That horse is coming with me. Cut it out.
And so we didn't really want to steal this horse. We just wanted to provoke something and not necessarily a fight. So what he says, my hobbies
Holy shit.
had one at work helping him out. Haha. Okay.
Hell, please.
And we wanted to hogtie this fella and put him on the horse, on his own horse, and see if the horse would continue the loop.
Please
But,
don't.
spoiler alert, we're gonna lose the horse. Sadie's back under the desk, resting, perhaps asleep. So now we are responsible for this fella, and we can't kill him because it's Christmas. So John is going to find him a new home.
You ready, boy?
Quillivo says, what is the outfit that John is wearing in this clip? He is wearing the Ram shotgun coat, the warmest coat in Red Dead Redemption 2. It's, get it at the Trappers. It's 2 perfect Rams and something else. I think an oxen or a bison. I cannot recall at this point. And the Big Valley hat. Zoidy says he showed me a picture of it. Yeah, robins are pretty birds. So what are we going to do with this fella? John has an idea. Toasted Toad says best winter coat. I agree. It just looks warm and it's nice and long. I thought it might be fun and annoying to get the white Arabian and then put him on it and send the Arabian on her way. But the white Arabian wasn't cooperating. The white Arabian was playing with her moose friend and was not available for this video. However, you cannot underestimate the body heat generated just from being on the horse. I mean, the horse is warm, especially the way you're exerting him. So you may not need to dress as warmly. You're getting that natural heat off the horse. Horse is keeping you warm, and hopefully you're keeping the horse warm. As you progress towards the edges of the map, the trees get less random and more ordered, I think. But we decided to take this NPC to his new home in Coulter. He'll be happy here. At least he's out of the snow.
Up you get.
And we drop him on this bed. This was Molly and Dutch's bedroom 7 years ago. Enjoy your new home, sir. I'm sure you'll be happy here. And we better let him go.
Get these damn ropes off me.
He had nothing.
God damn it.
Zoidy asks, when's the next Free Roam Fridays? And the next Free Roam Fridays is this Friday. And so we left him at Coulter, and we moved on. Let's move on. Don't know what we're going to watch for movie night. I'll find something. And then, Toasted Toad, I will probably be doing the cutscene commentaries on Fridays instead of Free Roam Fridays, but I don't know when that'll happen. Leroy says, sir, you do know that everyone else gets a warm home and a beautiful bed, right? And a bed, right? Be grateful. John's being very generous, you see. Yeah, that's very true. Enjoy your new home. I'm sorry we lost your horse. Zoidy says, are you doing both Marston Mondays and Free Roam Fridays live each week, again like you used to, but live from now on? Yes, indeed, that is exactly what we're doing. That is the new plan. And ironically, interesting, I started Free Roam Fridays as an alternative to live streams. It was just me free roaming and, you know, talking about what Arthur happened. But then they turned into whole stories, and where, you know, like Arthur got obsessed with frying pans and liked to jump off things, and John was really scared of condors. For, you know, they took on a life of their own. But towards the end, you know, I don't like saying I was burned out, but it just got too difficult for me to to maintain that schedule of both a Free Roam Fridays and a Marston Mondays. And so I was alternating, and then, you know, I would go like a month without a Marston Mondays, or, you know, it's like, it just got too difficult. But we can do these Free Roam Fridays and Marston Mondays live. They're a lot easier for me personally, and I can maintain that schedule. And a lot more fun because I get to interact with you guys. Zoidy Pepper says, I love the way you say, let's move on. Love how you sound when you say it. I appreciate that, friend. I love how you listen when I say it. So yeah, Marston Mondays and Free Roam Fridays are now live. And the videos that I make for the channel are, you know, are shorts, which are just designed to attract new viewers, and just random guides like we used to. Like it's 2018. But the focus for the channel for the foreseeable future, in order to, you know, in order to take it to the next level, will be these live streams. Marston Mondays, Free Roam Fridays, the Saturday movie night, and the Sunday random stream. Sunday random chill stream. John needs to blow up these dynamites. "21 viewers, welcome friends. Appreciate you being here. Merry Christmas. Happy Monday. On Mondays we Marston, especially on Christmas." And I thought there was a dynamite over here, but I guess there's not. Look how Buell shines. We picked him because I thought he would be good in the snow. And I wasn't really expecting him to do anything except ride around in the snow and talk to you guys. So, but something interesting is about to happen, which I was completely not expecting. Zoidy Pepper says, how it's flown by since Red Dead 2 came out and gone ever so fast. Yeah, it's crazy. We're going on 5 years. But, you know, there's channels that survive on Minecraft. I don't know how old Minecraft is. It's an old game. And, you know, it's like, and there's GTA channels. So there's no reason why we can't keep going on this channel. And I don't plan on ever stopping. But it had to evolve into live streams. We were running out of things to do. And this way, we can do it all over again, but we can do it live. Now, what was interesting to me is, where does Dutch go after the cutscene? He exits stage left, but there's no like path for him to go down on that side. Zoidy said, what did you do for videos before Red Dead 2 came out, Super Antonio? I didn't. I made this channel specifically for Arthur. And this game. See, it's like Dutch goes off in this direction and there's nowhere to go. He jumps off that cliff and vanishes, teleports into New Austin for Red Dead 1. So odd. Leroy says, ah yes, Micah's rat goons forts. How despicable. Watch out, folks. They might be contaminated with the bubonic plague. We haven't checked. It's far too risky. Leroy's been paying attention to the channel and knows exactly how I think. Okay, now down here is something interesting that you may or may not be aware of. Personally,
Easy now.
I didn't want to risk bringing Buell down there. I couldn't like find, and like Buell's kind of glitching out, and he's part Spider-Man. He's part spider, so. Miko says, yep, who doesn't just love a relaxing ride across the map? Except for Murphy and Nightfolk territory. Not relaxing at all. So we have to go down here and check out this new location, which I personally knew nothing about. Have you been here before? Let me know in the chat. And spoiler alert, there's nothing here. I read somewhere that I did research on this area. It's called Milani's Claim, and where's the lantern? And it's apparently in Red Dead Online. It's a gang hideout, but here there's nothing. There is a there's a cheat code written on one of the walls, and there is. You really need to get the lantern, Marston. And there is a cigarette card. That's about it. And a bunch of dynamite that John's going to play with. Gerandro says, that's a mine. It is indeed. Look at the map. It's so elaborate. Or rather, look at the mini-map. It just keeps going on and on. Don't worry, we're going to go back and get the lantern. Zoidy says, I think I did a bounty there. You did not. I know the bounty you're thinking about, and that is closer to Strawberry. Toasted Toad says, yeah, that was disappointing for such a cool locale. I think I rode up from below and stumbled upon it. Johnson says, there is a miner's helmet. You're thinking of a different mine that is located closer to Strawberry. Regrettably, there is nothing in this mine except a cheat code. But Johnson, greetings, friend. Appreciate you being here. Merry Christmas and happy Monday. On Mondays, we Marston. See, Milani's Claim. We're going to go back there as Arthur and make a video on it. Now, the only thing here is this cigarette card. A gem of beauty, a beauty of a gem. And here is Agnes Gaillon. One of the gems of beauty is Asian. Zoidy says, looks simpler. Might be confused with that then. I thought that was nice of Red Dead to include a Chinese lady as a gem of beauty. And there's a bunch of dynamite in here which we can't see. We'll come back with the lantern. We just gotta go get Buell. We're spending some time here, and John had to do it. Sorry. We respawn with Buell and a no hat, as I recall, and we grab that lantern and we return to the snow. Leroy says, went riding near Beaver Hollow at night, forgetting about the Murphys, and got spooked when a whole horde of them jumped me. Johnson said, just watched your panther hunting video to get the wilderness vest. Well, I appreciate that, friend. That's one of the most popular videos on the channel. And I don't know how I came up with that technique to hunt the panther, but it works. And I'm really glad that I was able to contribute something that helpful to the Red Dead community. And right now, we're just trying to get back up there. Trying to find like a relatively safe route to take the horse. The only reason I get that panther these days is for the satchel. I used to love, however, the panther trail saddle from the trapper, but I prefer the rattlesnake vaquero saddle now. Pretty much just leave that panther alone. See, this thing goes on forever and there's nothing here. It's so annoying. You'd think there'd be like one gold bar or gold ingot or gold nugget or a skeleton or, you know, an old can of food. And look at the mini map. It's just, it's a very elaborate mine and slash tunnels system. Silas says, thank you for spending Christmas time with your viewers. I appreciate it, friend. Thank you for being a viewer. And I am happy to be here for you. That's one of the new goals for the channel is to create just more of a community where we can all hang out during these holidays. Top Hat Football Club. I remember riding through the streets of Sadie, and it started snowing. Weird, right? Yeah. That's great. I imagine you were in Red Dead Online. Yeah, so there's nothing here, but it's very atmospheric and it's completely rendered. And as stated earlier, there's a cheat code in here somewhere written on the walls, but John wasn't able to find it. We'll come back to as Arthur and explore more thoroughly and make a video on it, but Johnson said, I learned that during the prologue it snows in the entire map. That's interesting. Makes sense. Out of the snow, finally. Zoidie says, I think it's best trying to sleep. It's 4:11 a.m. I've enjoyed chatting. Merry Christmas once more. Have a good Boxing Day as well. You too, Zoidie. I appreciate you being here. I really wish it wasn't so late for you. You do need your sleep. Sleep is good for you. It knits the raveled soul of care, to quote Shakespeare. And you have a great week. I'll see you soon. Thank you, friend. Raveled sleeve of care. I believe I said sleep.
Hey, buddy.
I thought we might make some pictures here, I think.
Damn it.
John meant to do that. John meant to do that. No worries, Marston. We'll remove that in post. But it's too dark for pictures. Thought we might make a thumbnail here. And then, why not play with the dynamite some more? Look at all this dynamite. I really wish we could pick up some of it. And interestingly enough, if you go in the corner, like John is going to do, and hide behind these barrels, you can, and have full health, you can survive this blast. Zoidie says, yep, I've enjoyed being here. All the best to you. Hope to see you in another live. Maybe your next free roam Friday. Bye for now. Yeah, bye to you, friend. Appreciate you being here. Johnson says, wait, can you open the map real quick? In chapter 1?
Okay.
Not without a mod. Arthur will just die if he leaves the camp or strays too far from camp. See, John survived that blast. And what happened to our hat? So I think we'll throw a fire bottle so we get some light in here, because even during the day it's not lit. And then, because you can't hold that lantern and shoot things. And then we can blast him with Arthur. Now John's just fooling around, hoping there's something else to find here. And spoiler alert, there isn't. But it's a wonderful location. Johnson, where are you? We are underneath Dutch's final hideout. And this John is post-game. He's finished the game and built the ranch. Johnson says, is it outside the map? No, it's on the edge of the map. I'll make a video on it at some point. It's a very interesting location for nothing being there. I think if we delved deep enough into the mine, we could get outside under the map. There's a cave where the devil lives on the other side of where you can get under the map. Toasted Toad says no, it's not. Well, Toasted Toad would know. And now John is trying to look for the cheat code, which like makes you instantly drunk, but we're not looking very hard. And I don't like the red glow of the electric lamp. I prefer the traditional lamp, which we can't use once we get Marco's lamp. Toasted Toad says, no, it's not outside the map. Yeah, sometimes you can clip the lamp to your belt and have light while you aim, but for some reason John wasn't able to do that. And anyways, I like the idea of firebottling those dynamite crates. One moonshine and one animal fat. Johnson says, show where it is on the map, please. Regrettably, that's not going to happen tonight, Johnson. However, it is right under Dutch's final hideout. If you know where that is, you can find it. And we showed it on the map earlier. Toasted Toad says, have a fine rest of the evening, folks. Have to head off to bed soon. See you all next time. Really appreciate you being here, Toasted Toad. Merry Christmas. And you have a great week. See you next year. Johnson says, Micah or Dutch. Micah and Dutch's hideout. I'm not sure what it's listed on as the map, but The final confrontation with Micah and Dutch is at a tower in a camp on the edge of the map up in the mountains, and this mine is right under it. I was hoping we could light that lamp on fire. And the dynamite, regrettably, did not respawn. But I'm sure it will later. This also reminds me of that post up in the Grizzlies. There's like a tower up there. It's called the Eagle's Nest or something, the Erie, where you can see where there's nothing there, but you can climb up to the top. It's like an observation army tower. And there's a dynamite stash below. And I thought we might use this for a thumbnail. Top Hat Football Club says, I have to go, unfortunately. Bye, everyone, and have a good rest of your day. You too, Top Hat. Really appreciate you being here. Merry Christmas, and we shall see you further on down the trail, as one says. Actually, it's lower. It's further on down the trail. Just trying to hang out and wait for a better light. Wait for the sun to get into position. But ultimately we did not use any thumbnails from this area. I think it was about this time when I decided to come back as Arthur and explore this place thoroughly. Here's your map, Johnson. No, actually, here's your photo. Never mind. False alarm. John and Buell will take a moment to post for the thumbnail on Instagram. I didn't make a Christmas post for the Instagram. I really should have, but I didn't. I was too busy working on live streams. And this time, Camp teleported us back into the snow. Very convenient for us, because I wanted to stay in the snow for the entire live stream. Spoiler alert, we don't.
Okay, partner.
There is a turn of events. But that doesn't happen. That'll happen in a little bit. Something to look forward to if you stay till the end of the live stream. And I appreciate it if you do. Happy to be here for you. Hope you're enjoying. Hope you had a great holiday weekend. And all your Christmases were bright. Merry and bright. Which reminds me of Merry and Pippin. Fool of a Took. I watched The Lord of the Rings all last week. It's part of my holiday tradition. And see, now we're pretty much back at Moonstone Pond, and I wanted to stay in the snow. But I also wanted to move over to explore some of the more mountainous regions. So I thought we might go to West Elizabeth. Note that eagle that was on the fence post.
Hey! Move it!
Wasn't really trying to bother that guy. Fuel just kind of glitched. He's mad at us now. No sense of humor in this game. This is my favorite spot for moose. For all things moose. And also elks. If you want a moose, there will be a moose at that approximate location. If you make a save, a hard save, and just keep reloading, you'll get a moose. It's also a great spot for Appaloosas. There's a grizzly bear and a bunch of elks. However, we are not hunting today. We are hunting snow and Christmas content, which is sorely lacking in Red Dead Redemption 2. I thought we might take the road less traveled, see if there's anything around on these edges of the map that I haven't fully explored. And this trail just leads us back up to Cattail Pond and beyond, so that's a pain. So many of the trails just loop around. They just take the scenic route. Then we'll cut across, searching for more snow. And we find the old man with the lame horse, who's very annoying. He travels quite across the map. Makes a lot of... Find him in the oddest places. Head back up the mountains, into the snow. John is not a skier or a snowboarder, but we do need the snow for the video. And ironically, this is the path for Red Dead Redemption, the final mission. But we don't want to go to Dutch's hideout. We were just there, so we're trying to cut across more towards Strawberry. We might as well blow up that dynamite. John is obsessed with dynamite right now. He likes the explosions. But, however, there was stuff in this camp that John regrets blowing up. Mandate exercise says Halloween shirt on Christmas. LOL, nice. I appreciate you noticing, friend. It's I don't really have any Christmas related t-shirts, and this shirt always makes me smile. It's one of my favorite movies. Love John Carpenter. John Carpenter is one of my favorite directors. And Radim Zappel says, hello, got up early for the stream. I appreciate you, friend. Merry Christmas or Happy Boxing Day. Thanks for being here. We'll be up for, about another 45 minutes or an hour. John's just hanging out in the snow, fooling around, searching for Red Dead Mysteries. Yeah, mandate. I like the irony. I appreciate irony. If you know this channel and me, you know I like irony. So that's the reason I wore the Halloween t-shirt on Christmas. Next year, hopefully, I'll have something more Christmassy related to wear.
Okay,
But
boy.
probably not.
Good.
I suppose I could get a Nightmare Before Christmas t-shirt, but that's just too... It's just too teen and hot topic for me. Maybe a Die Hard t-shirt. That'd be funny. And we are back in the snow. We found a good spot for the thumbnail. Up on this ridge. And again, we are at the final confrontation for John and Sadie and Charles. That location. Miko says, that guy gets kicked and killed by his horse. Except for the 2 times that I've encountered him and returned his runaway horse. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, if you encounter him and don't do anything, he's gonna get killed. But if you just run away, he'll just keep respawning all over the map with different horses. Nothing completely rare. Nakotas, sometimes thoroughbreds, and that American standard bred. So like medium horses. The rarest being, of course, the Blue Roan Nakota, but that's, I suppose, the reason why I keep him. I don't bother him. And then John wondered if this path went anywhere. Like maybe we could go to the top of this mountain. Maybe it keeps going up and up and up. It's like, did John find something? Is this finally, can we see something and uh-oh. Then we kind of glitch here for a second, and that's interesting. Might make a decent short, but no. We died a bunch of times in this live stream, but it was not a curse. It's not the Christmas curse. It's just John being foolhardy and playing with dynamite and climbing where he shouldn't. However, we are still in the snow. We better eat something. Now, what else? What other trouble awaits Marston as he rides down the trail? We shall see. Also note, we really, I haven't used this Marston in a while, and so we, his weapon wheel is quite cluttered. We encounter a giant swarm pack of wolves, and I really don't know what weapon we wanted to use here. We just started, just grab the thing with the most ammo. We went to town. Also note how brave Buell is. So I do think he will throw us eventually. We'll lose patience. And those wolves do not lose patience. I suppose in theory you could outrun them, but where's the fun in that? There, finally Buell's had enough, and so we try to look for high ground, and we fail. We fail miserably. And we're running out of time. hate long guns in close quarters like that. Just switched to handguns are helping. Finally survived. And ironically, those wolves led us straight into Hanging Dog Ranch. So we might as well visit these boys who took over and see if they're having a Merry Christmas. Good morning, gentlemen. Merry Christmas to all of you. And regrettably, they were not happy to see us for Christmas serving of lead pudding, which John was happy to provide. Merry Christmas, sir. Enjoy a complimentary bullet to the head. Dynamite. It was a 2-for-1. Where are those fellas? John got bored with shooting and just went melee him. Him too. Crunch. And then we have the broken cutlass. We thought we could have like a go Christmas berserker on him, but there's only one guy left and he's not gonna let us melee him or slash him up. So we let him go. So we did get a nice explosion, and then we it is Christmas after all, so we might as well loot all these fellas and collect our Christmas bounty. Silver pocket watch. That comes in handy. And I've said it before, but looting the dead, looting the people you have just killed, logistically, going through their pockets, unbuckling the belt buckle, prying the wedding ring off their cold, dead hands, which are still warm. That requires a level of coldness that I don't think I'd be able to do if it weren't in this game. If it weren't as simple as mashing the triangle. At any rate, the stream is winding down. I appreciate all of you hanging out with me for a very merry Marston Christmas Day. I hope all of you had a great weekend. And we shall return on Fridays for Freeroam Fridays. I'm not sure what we are going to be watching this Saturday for movie night, and we will be here again on Sunday for New Year's Eve stream. Not to midnight. just for a couple hours like this one. Just hang out and have a nice conversation, and then we'll have another Marston Mondays. On Mondays we Marston, and I appreciate